Hey everyone! Oh, I'm back from vacation. How are you? How's everybody doing? Happy Monday, happy Eclipse Day. I just got back from vacation yesterday, late afternoon. Our flight was delayed for like 2 hours. Is it just me or like our flights getting delayed more and more often lately? Or is this just like because I have to now like fly more? Like now I'm just more aware of it. I don't know. But yeah, so we just got back yesterday, and then just in time to see the eclipse. Although we were in Vancouver and Seattle, so I don't know. That would probably have been closer, but that's okay. I'm back in San Francisco. Got to see the eclipse earlier today, with RJ. Info We Trust on Twitter if you guys know him. Yeah, and then let's see what else is going on. I'm like a little bit off today. I'm not feeling my best, but hopefully I can, do everything. And I'm actually, just by sitting here and talking, for some reason feeling a little bit better already. So I just have a bit of a stomach ache. But I am determined to go through these 1.5 to 2 hours, because I think today is a day that I'll be able to finish this refactor just in time for React Rally conference on Thursday morning. I'm like a tiny bit stressed out, and I think I should be even more stressed out because I'm like putting in last minute changes into my slides for the talk, and I haven't gotten around to memorizing it. So I think that might be a lot of what I need to do tomorrow and Wednesday. But yeah, I think I should actually be more stressed about this. And then let's see what else. There was like a bunch of things that I wanted to make sure to say before we got started. Completely unrelated, but I don't know if anybody can see without me getting too close to the camera. I'm like way too excited about this. So these are earrings I found in Seattle. They're like, I don't know, can you see? But I don't know how hard it is to see, but it's by this artist in Portland, and it's supposed to be like just like a molecular structure, but I saw it in the shop window and I was like, oh my god, it's a force, and like it's a node and link graph, and there's like nothing more perfect for me, and I got really excited, and I've been like showing it to everybody, and yeah. So let's see. We were in Seattle for my old college roommate's wedding, and it was really beautiful, and I started crying a tiny bit, so she started crying, and then we started crying together, and it was kind of embarrassing because I think that's the first time I've ever cried in public. But other than that, it was really great. It was really cute. They're really cute. It was really beautiful. Yeah. Okay, but while I was on vacation, I took out a bit of time to try and work on the looks of this. So I think before, it looked like, let's see. It looked like this, yeah. So the ideas were there, of being able to toggle the different weeks, and then having them like bounce up. And the idea was there where you can like, hover, like to drag over the categories to link them, and then you can drag to a different day to edit the day that it belongs to. And so all of that, this is I went with a color like a tiny bit different color scheme. The reds in here are like a bit more, I guess, magenta-y. Whoa, hey Jacob! Thank you for joining. How are you? I haven't talked to you or seen you in a while. Probably because I haven't gone to Waffle in a while. But yeah, so I'm trying to finish up the last of this refactor, and then so some of the things I changed in terms of the looks, and so that changed the code a bit, was so instead of in the previous version I colored so I denoted how much the expense was by the color of the circle, and then each of the days are a different background, or each of the days were just gray, and then the categories, the amount of money is denoted by the size. And so in this one I made the each of these expenses are denoted by size instead of color. And then now for each of the days, like I made it more into like to make it look a little bit more like a calendar. Each of the days have the color instead. So the green ones mean that was the day I spent the least. So like this day I spent a lot because I think this was the day that I was probably booking for a trip. So it's like 2 Airbnbs. And then this one was another trip that I was booking for because 2 Delta Airs. And then now if I say I drag, let's see, actually, so this was restaurant. So if I drag this over, now the category gets the color, but like the size remains the same. And I did this mostly so that like I can see the name of the categories easily. And then on hover, I can see the name of the expense, and I might put in the amount on there, but then like I'm like, do I really want people to know how much I spend on food? Actually, do I really want everybody to know how much I spend on boba? I don't know. But I was going through this, and I spent a lot of time, or a lot of money on boba. Like this tiger tea is boba, and there's boba, guys. So yeah, so I think that was most of the changes. Oh, and then I spent quite a bit on this interaction where it's a staggered, like, so the days come in from the bottom in a staggered way. Like they just the old one goes down, and then the like new ones come up in a staggered fashion. And so I think I tried one thing and then I tried another one, and they actually I think I went through like 3 different options of how like the days interacted and stuff, like what the animations for those like little calendar dates were before I settled on this one. And I'm kind of happy because I just think they look really cute balancing up and down. Yeah, I think that's all of the changes. Oh, hi GCalmets! And I think that's all of the changes that I've made in the past week or so to get ready for the conference. And then, yeah, so, and let me know how this time is. So I started it 30 minutes earlier today to see, because I know some people from the East Coast have said that like 8 p.m. is a bit late. So hopefully with 7:30, it will be easier for East Coast folks to join. Although maybe like now West Coast people are like eating dinner. Trial and error. Okay, so today what I want to try and get done before the conference is okay, 2 things. I had 2 things in mind. The first being I want to add a input box for adding categories, and then I want to add a trash can icon anytime I drag around one of these expenses, and then once I drag it to a trash can, it deletes that expense. So that's what I want to do. And then I'm not sure yet, but maybe if I have time, I might add in an add expense functionality, but at this point, I think I might not have the time. So I think the most important is to be able to add and delete categories and maybe delete an expense. I'm not sure yet about that one. So yeah, so the two things today, add and delete the category. And then I think I'll be done with this project. Oh, and one of the things I wanted to ask was, so after this project, I have two different projects in mind. Both of them are data sketches projects. So the thing I wanted to ask is, would you guys rather watch me doing something where I think I was going to try and teach myself processing and generative art for one of the projects? And so that one isn't as me, like, you know, like it might be a lot of me like fumbling around and reading documentation. So I don't know yet if you guys want to see that. If you can like leave a comment in the chat, or so I've also started archiving everything on YouTube. Or I've been doing that, but because Twitch only keeps my videos for 2 weeks, so everything is now on YouTube. So if you want to leave comments on the YouTube video, but so I'm trying to decide between a generative art project, but then that one will be a lot of just me struggling because I've never really done a generative art project before. So it would be me like reading documentation and trying to figure things out. And the other one is it'll probably be more like a D3, like a pretty traditional D3 project. But then I might have to spend a lot of time on the data prep. So then I'm not sure if I'll have the time yet to work on that one, unless you guys are okay with watching me do data prep. I don't know. So yeah, things to work on next. Okay, let's get started with the first thing, the adding, oh, Inept Smeagol says, am I buffering? Am I buffering? So, yeah, let me know if I'm buffering, you guys. So let's see. Fine? Okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know. Cool. Okay. Okay, so the first thing I want to do to add a category is I want to put in an input box. So, wow, I'm really bad at this. I can't remember how to do a default input box. The type is equal to text. HTML and so probably one of those, like maybe I'll add a placeholder. Like maybe I'll just say H3, H2 add category, and then I'll worry about styling in a bit. Jacob says must be Comcast. More like crappy charter. So GCalMed's data prep sounds very interesting to watch actually, as usually we never get clean data and it is an important step in the data visualization process. That's true. So the only thing is the data prep might actually, okay, so the project I have in mind is, so there's a YouTube channel called Wonfu Productions that I've been following for more than a decade. And about 3 years ago, I started working on this side project about their channel, just kind of like all of the different collaborations in of like between them and their friends. And so I basically scraped all of their videos, and then I went through their and then I wrote a script to go through their descriptions and basically pull out any YouTube links that I found and so basically pull out the username of the YouTube links they gave, and then I went and for the top collaborators, so those usernames I considered their collaborators, and then for the top collaborators I went and got all of their videos, and then I went through their descriptions. So that's what I did a few years back, and I actually got maybe 80% done with a visualization, and then I never got through the annotations part, so I never released it, and I meant to release it before I started data sketches, but then I started data sketches. So Jacob says this sounds familiar because I've literally been I've been literally working on this on and off for 3 years. And it's gone through so many iterations, and I thought it'd be cute to do this as my very last data sketch, as to bring it kind of full circle. But yeah. So yeah, I had this thing, I have it, and it's it basically, as you scroll, it goes through time, and then these YouTubers, the visual metaphor is that they come together to work on a video and they separate, and then every time they come together, there's a bopping noise, so it's kind of fun, but it also was a little bit not performant, and that's also one of the other reasons why I never released it. But the reason why I wanted to go back was I think I actually, instead of doing this rough scraping and getting just the YouTube names, I was thinking of actually manually going through each of the videos, and then tagging oh, if it's a comedy sketch, or if it's a drama, or who directed it, who produced it, who acted in it, and actually manually entering that in. So maybe I'll do that as a non, because I feel I have this Monday slot, and then this one I feel maybe people might tune in to see me code. Maybe I'll do that on another random day, and then I'll just sit here and I don't know, put on some music, and then just go through each of those videos and then put them into a Google spreadsheet, and then if anybody wants to watch me do that, then you guys can do that. And that actually might be more fun for me, because I was kind of dreading that because it sounded kind of tedious, but maybe it'll be fun. And then yeah, and that might just take a few hours, and I'll get it done, and then I can do that one for the next project, maybe. Yeah, so I think that might be fun. I think I'll do that, and I'll figure out when I can sit down, and yeah, I'll figure out when I'll do that, and then I'll probably put it on as one of the events, Twitch event or something. Okay, so put in an input field, maybe that's how one of those works, right? So I do so much D3 and visualizations. I kind of just nowadays forget how to code regular HTML. Okay, cool. Kind of embarrassing. And so this one, let's see, let me think about how I want to do this. So on, is this like on keyboard? What are the events for a text input? On change? Is it on change? So input, HTML input on change value. Is it on key down? Ooh, was it on key press? What's the difference between key press and key down? Let's see. HTML, yeah, on key press versus on key down. I used to know this better. So it's triggered when the user presses and releases a key. Okay, so I think I probably want key press. Okay, cool. And then, so on press, so, well, I can't read this one, XYZQWA, says, what's your opinion on the Google memo? I have some opinions. I think it's probably better not to talk about it in here, in this particular stream. So I actually was thinking about maybe doing a stream sometime, talking to like one of my friends about that whole. So yeah, I was thinking of doing a more general stream that was just like women in tech kind of thing, like just having a friend on and just talking about our experiences and like what we think about things that are going on. And I have opinions, and I think the simplest way to say it is I didn't read the whole memo, but from the parts that I read, to me, I think the execution was poor, and it doesn't actually matter to me if the writer was trying to be sexist or not trying to be sexist or whatever he was trying to do, intending to do. But the reason why the execution to me was poor is because the things that he wrote, with goodwill or not, was way too easily can be way too easily taken out of context, and that being taken out of context does a lot of damage. So I think that's the summary of what I think about it. Yeah. So okay. But for that matter, I'm curious. Oh, thank you, Matt Ture. No, I am curious about, actually, I'll ask that in, like, another stream, I think. I really want to talk to, I think, like say, Sarah Drasner, or say, Amy, like, Sailor HG. Like, I really want to talk to one of them about it, but that was just, like, a thought I had in my mind. I haven't asked them or anything, but I know they have a lot of opinions, and I just kind of wanted to do, like, a chat sometime with them, maybe in private, maybe in public if they agree, about the thing that's been happening. Yeah, but I haven't, like, asked them or anything, and I think, to me, the important thing is more the overall of it, just what it meant, what this all means in the overall scheme. And for that matter, there's a lot of things going on that, like, I've been thinking about, and I mean, yeah, for that matter, I think there's like a lot of things that's currently going on that like I've been trying to slowly process like what I think about them and how I want to approach them. And yeah, so it falls under one of those things where I'm trying to figure out my opinions and how I can react and what my actions should be. So, but I haven't fully thought everything through yet. So, yeah. So yeah, I think I absolutely agree with Matt Teray. So I think it's been really cool to hear kind of the responses and of the women in tech, and I don't want to get too deeply into this in this particular stream, so maybe sometime in the future I'll have a separate one. For today, I think let's concentrate on key press and just adding a category, because I haven't fully thought through how to implement this, so then this is like touch and go for me right now. Okay, so this one is for add category. Okay, so there was a caps warning from Nightbot, so I don't know what happened there. Okay, so this dot add category is equal to this dot add category dot bind this, and then somewhere here add category, and then actually should be add category. So this is just a category. So okay, I think, do I get past? So in React, I should get past an event, right? I literally have not done non-D3 components in a while. Okay. Oh, okay, so e.target? How do I correctly access this in React? Do I just... do I do like e.react input events? Ooh, forms, cool. Input text set state event.target. Ooh, okay. Okay. So event.target. And then, wait, how do I get the key down value? Like, or the key code. How do I get the key code? Can I just get key code off of that? It's been so long. Okay. Event. So what I wanted to do was let them type, and then when they hit enter, then I can actually, wait, hold on. So the interaction I wanted it to look like was when they focused on the input, then I'll give a category in the background, and then, well, okay, so let me for now just get it working. So then let me just like put in a button, and then is that an on click, on submit, on click, start add category. Okay, ref is equal to add category. If I could get the actual key code though, that would make me the happiest. Do you guys know how to get the key code for like basically like what I typed off the top of your head? So event dot target dot card. So it gives me that. So that's right. Refactor dot value. Okay. Oh, what's event target? Dot. Oh, I can do event.cardcode? Oh my god. Okay. Okay, so I think for enter it's like key code 13 or something, right? Ask code for enter button is 13. Okay, so var enter code is equal to 13 if event.cardCode is equal to the enter code. Then we want to take the value of the input and add and create new category. So var name, yes, so I want for a category I need name and then expenses array and the total. So var name is equal to event.target.value, and then so let's see, and then the new category name. Actually, I'll just do this. Expenses, and total is 0. And then categories, and then push that into this dot state dot categories dot push category, and then this dot set state, and then this should just, I think this should just work. In that this should just now add another category into this space. yeah, let's give it a try. Like, but it won't be anything fancy. Oh. So let me do this. Our categories is equal to state.categories, and then categories.push category, and then okay. Oh, okay, so let's say I put in parking. Ooh! Yay! Did you see that? Yay! Oh, that's fun. That's fun. And yeah. So that was pretty straightforward. There we go. Yeah, so all it took was this input and then this function. Thank you, Matsuri. And then yeah, this one function to like set state, and that's it. And we've added categories. So start on adding categories. Okay, so now we've done that. The next thing I want to do is a tiny bit trickier. I think, because now what I want to do is so right now the structure of this application is this add category part, and then there's this this kind of title header, and then I have the SVG with all of the interactions. Matsuri says I'm gonna need a copy of this to keep up with my finances. So I don't know. I don't think it's actually not the easiest thing to use. I think like if I want to actually productize it, like there's a lot of things I would need to do to like productize it, like being able to like get like access to, like, just read access to your bank account or like credit card accounts so that like we can read it in. And then like there's like the categorization is actually kind of fun with this one, because like what I didn't realize before is that like I thought my like spending was going to be like really hard to like categorize everything, because like, you know, I thought there would be like so much spending. But it's actually kind of fun being like, first of all, it's fun to see that in a week, like there's only like, you know, maximum 3 or 4 different purchases I make on that credit card. And then like just like dragging this over is kind of really fun. And then being able to like, and then it's kind of fun being able to be like, oh my god, you really like went to 2 different parking lots. So like this was definitely when I went up to San Francisco. Oh, by the way, I did this thing where I did this curved line because I thought maybe that would look better than a straight line. And now I don't know how I feel, because now it kind of looks like spiders, doesn't it? Like just like these like spider legs a little bit, like some sort of bug. So now I'm having second thoughts. And plus it's not like because I need to use the same for simulation on both the expenses and the categories. But because I haven't done that yet, like the layouts are really awkward. But what I meant to be saying is it's actually kind of fun doing the categorizations with this. And then sometimes I could be like, oh, I don't know what this was, and like dig into it. But mostly I think it's kind of fun to be able to be like, whoa, yo, this week you went and got way too much boba. Like apparently sometime, like there was one day apparently I went to 2 different boba shops or something. Like what was I thinking? But yeah, so from in that sense, like the yeah, the level of insight is kind of nice. And then there's parking here. Yeah, anyways, before I get too distracted. So, okay, so what I want to do next is I actually want to bring this SVG up, like to the top, and have it be like underneath all of the header and the add category and stuff, because I kind of want this interaction where as the user is like entering the text, I kind of want it to like, I kind of want this category to be appearing right beside it with that like name being filled out. And then when they enter, that category that might have been like up here, like goes down and joins them here. So like you kind of get that like, I guess the word is, object constancy. Yeah. So like you kind of get, and then you can see like where you've entered it and then where it's going. I think that'd be fun. So, and then like for, like if I ever did an add expense, I think I would have like a similar concept, and then like that one would go down to the like most recent date or something like that. And so that way, like when you enter, like you know exactly where it's gone. So like yeah, so that's the next interaction I want to do. Napcats. Hey, hi. So to do that, I need to update the styling a bit. So style with, okay, so this one, I need to say position absolute. Actually, let me start just var SVG style is equal to visibility, overflow, visible, position absolute, and then top is 0, and then at this point I might as well just put ribbon height in here too. So let's see, and then style is SVG style. Yeah, how are you loading? Cool. Oh, of course, because you're like above everything. So z index is, let's say, -1. Oops. Yeah. Yes, okay. And then while I'm styling everything, I might as well bring the category into the center. Var add style is equal to, well, okay. Should I? What would that look like? Okay, so I need to at least bring the I category into the middle, and then so that I can create a category in the background. Ooh, hi Napcats, thank you so much for following. Okay, so let me bring that into the middle. Let's align center. Okay, cool. And then let me start also maybe start moving things down a tiny bit. So I need to, so this is all the calculations of where these things should go. I guess I need to add a top padding. Do I have a margin? Am I using margin in here? Okay, so in here I calculate data. Oh, so one of the main refactors that I did in terms of like getting it to look like this, I separated out the code to calculate like the calendar days out from like the expenses. So like all of these background stuff that used to be all in just like expenses, and that was getting like kind of rowdy. So I separated that out. So I think all I need to do is like push down the calculation for all of those, and that calculation is in calculate data. So this is calculate data function, and then oh, thank you, Napcat. Napcat says thanks for streaming. I don't know what's going on, but this looks like a cool project. Thank you so much. So this is a if ever you want to know what's going on, you can, I have a command that's like, what are you doing? Or something like that. Bang, what are you doing? There we go. So that kind of says a little bit of what I'm trying to do. And then, okay, so I was trying to figure out how to push it down. Oh, there we go. So there's a calculate day position, and so I want the height to be, let's make it 2.5 times day height now. Magic numbers for the win. Not really. I don't recommend this like in actual practice. That's interesting. Oh wait, that's because I'm doing day height. Hold on. I should be pushing it down by 1.5 times height. How far should I be pushing it down? So actually, let me define a top padding. Oh, I do have margins in here. Okay, so technically speaking, I should be able to. No, I think I want to do a separate thing because I think this is like my SVG margins. So var, well no, let me try that. Let me do 120 and see what happens. And then for that matter, let me undo this and then put 120 up here and see what happens. Napcat says, I like magic. So do I. So do I. Did anything look like they changed? 240. Let's see. Where do I even use margin.top? Oh, wait, look at that. Oh, I use it. Ooh, no. This is, I guess I use this in calculating, yeah, these dates. So, like the width and height of these dates. So, no, maybe not. So, let me put in a var top padding is equal to 100, and then this way it's just so that it's easier for me to just change the like I have all of my like variables at the top, so it's easy for me to just like change the numbers. So we don't use magic numbers. So top paddings plus top padding. So this one I think is the calculation is basically I'm like, okay, so go to the height and then like subtract, like basically this one line is saying, so this is basically like the calculation for where each of these boxes should go. And so I'm basically saying like, oh, use Y scale that will tell me like, you know, so Y scale starts at I think like 0, so like just like lay it out and then push that down by like height. So height for me is like 650 or something. It's basically just one section. And then so I'm saying like, and then push that down again by like a padding at the top. And then down here, what this is saying is, if this is the selected week, then make it curve like this. And the way I'm doing that is basically, it's really simple. Like I take whatever is like the bottom, and then I'm like saying, so that's height, and I'm basically saying like, oh, and then just like subtract, yeah, like subtract height, like subtract a certain amount depending on which day of the week it is. So so here, this one's saying like height, and then minus those, and then minus the offset. So I think that means that I should be able to just add top padding. So actually, I should just be able to be like, after all of that, add top padding to make sure that everything doesn't, overlap with this top part. And then let me do that too for top. I think I said 120 or 100. 100. Okay. So that was right here. Y plus equals top padding. And then for categories, where did I figure out? So, okay, yay! So the expenses and stuff went down by 100 pixels, and now I need to figure out how to push the categories down. So where did I? Oh, there we go. So I basically say, yeah, I basically right here say this is how much. This is where I want your Y positions to be, so height divided by 3. So let me define a bar top padding is equal to 100. And then plus top padding. Okay. I think I want to push that down a bit more, so maybe 120 for each of them. And so the reason, so I was thinking through this a little bit when I was doing the refactor of like, I have a lot of these like repetitive numbers of like height and like width and margin and padding, and I have it repeated throughout each of these components. And like at first I really I was like, oh, I want to like abstract that away into my app.js, or like I want to like aggregate them into like app.js so that like it's unified and I only have to change one place, and that will get propagated into all of these into these components. And then I feel like after a certain time I'm like, well, maybe it's actually nice to be able to like, because like for each of these, like sometimes the numbers are a little bit different, like the margins might not be exactly the same for like the day component versus the expenses component versus the categories component. So then actually it's kind of nice to be able to have these numbers be separate in each of these components, then I can tweak them separately. So I don't know. I was thinking about this quite a bit when I was refactoring this last week. Yeah, so, but it does mean that when I'm like making simple changes like this, I have to like update quite a few different places. But either way, okay, so I think that's looking decent. I might push them down further later on, but that's okay. So we have succeeded in pushing down the, okay, a push down component. Wait, actually, so basically what I did was put SVG in the back and push down the components. Yeah, that's like a very cryptic message. Yay, success, thanks Snapcats. And then now, okay, so here's the part that requires thinking. I think I'm going to put a category in the background right here. So then I need to make sure to have a starting, so I need to basically actually create a category. So, okay, let me think through this. So I want, as the user is typing out a name, let's say like that, I want a category to appear in the background, just like a circle. And then when I hit enter, that circle then, yeah, it then slowly comes down and like, yeah, it comes into this section. So I think what I need to do is, as I'm typing, so I think I need to actually add the category when I first start typing and then hang on to it. So like I actually need to add the category on focus. Yeah, okay. So I think what I'm going to do is have a state that keeps track of the category being added. Category. Okay, so I guess I'll just category being added. And then I actually want another event that's like an on focus. So an input, like that's an on focus event, right? Okay. Okay, so why on focus and not react? I mean, sorry, not submit. So the interaction I want is like when I focus in, I want this little circle thing to be created, to like show up in the background. And so like, so basically the series of events is there's one at the beginning when I just click into this input, and then yeah, so I click into the input and then I create it in the background, and then when I submit, then what that should do is that category that was like in the background and the name was being filled, now that like animates down into here and joins the actual set of categories. And then I think there's actually a third thing that needs to happen, which is if they escape, if they hit the escape button, that means that they want to cancel. So then I need to basically delete that category that was being added, and then yeah, so and then erase that. Yeah, so hopefully that. Okay, so let's see. That should be, that is an on focus, right? Focus events. Yeah, on focus. Focus. This dot, I'll call it start category. And then okay. And then so that's start category event. And then Napcats, out of curiosity, how did you find my stream? So okay, so then this dot start category function, bind it. I'm like very curious as to like if people find this stream through my Twitter, because I announce it, or just through like the Twitch like browse section. So okay, console.log event. For that matter, I guess I could be doing on blur. Okay. Cool. Okay, now I want to do, so now I want to create a category. And cool, so the Twitch community is in the programming. Awesome. Thanks for finding this one. Oh, I've been thinking that I should actually be putting like a banner at the bottom that's like all of my social media. I've been very lazy about creating these things. Okay. Let's see, this dot set state. And so this is the category being added, and then add the category. And so this should do nothing for now. And then now what I want to do is in categories, now that I'm getting this data, I actually want to yeah, so now, so this is where I calculate the category, like basically existing category. Hey Andrew, I'm sorry I missed you in Seattle. It was like quite a bit hectic. But maybe someday I will see you back home. And I was saying earlier that I went to Ling's wedding, and it was really pretty, and then I started crying a bit, and then she started crying, and then and then yeah, neither of us cry in public, but for some reason I blame the wine. But it was a really beautiful event. And then yeah, she blamed me for crying or making her cry, but her makeup stayed on, so that's good. Okay, existing categories, and then here I will add, okay, if my category is currently being added, include that into categories, include that also. And the key here, let's see, so if this dot pops that category being added exists, the key here is to add a let's see, object dot assign, wait, no, to push in a new category whose name is just empty, because it will be hidden behind this thing anyways, and then total is 0, and then the key is to have fx and fy, and what that means is that whereas for the force simulation, it will calculate like the positions of each of the nodes based on the forces applied to them. If I do fx and fy, that means to fix the position, fix the x and y position at these points. So I think I might just magic number it and just like say 50-50 and then see what happens. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. That it appeared. So I put it here, but then it appeared up here for some reason instead of where I want it to, which is, ooh, okay. Oh, what's my radius? Oh, maybe because I don't have a radius? What? So for some reason it's telling me that it doesn't know the X and Y. And I'm guessing it doesn't know the XY of that category being added. Yeah, I think so, because it's defaulting to 0, 0 right now. I wonder why that is. Oh, because I don't give it a focus X and focus Y, and so yeah, so the for simulation, I think I've told it that I have focus X and focus Y. So I think I just need to define a focus X and focus Y also. Oh no. Okay. 50. Focus Y is 50. Okay, now I think it will work. Nope. Why don't you know where to translate to? And so you are there. Okay, what other information am I missing that you apparently need? Transform. Wait, okay, force tick. What am I doing here? Wait, there's lines. No, that's not it. So why don't you know the X and Y that I want? Is it because it can't be because of fill? And then there's name. I mean, I suppose I'll. Okay, so expenses and total. And then why? Why do not work? Let's try this. Object that assign this dot props that category being added, and then let's just set a fx is 50 and fy is 50, radius okay. Okay. Set attribute. Oh, okay. So selection force tick, and it's saying I don't have dx or dy. Okay, so pause on that. Why do I not have that? Okay, so this dot categories. Okay, there's 4 of them. Why? Oh! Oh! For that matter, did I not include it in my simulation? Where's my for simulation? Oh, because it's in this, I'm passing in this dot props dot categories. And I should be passing in this dot categories. So that should hopefully work. Yeah, so this dot props dot categories doesn't have the category being added that I pushed, because I pushed it into this dot categories. So then after I change that, I should be fine. Okay, cool. But obviously 50 is not the center. Duh. Okay, so here, wait, actually, so the X should be TruthZ12 asks React. Yes, React and D3 together. So this dot props dot width divide by 2, and that should get it to the right spot. Ooh, aborted because update is not accepted. Update propagation. What? Oh, okay. Yay! Okay, I just need to nudge that down a bit with some magic numbers. Okay, too far. So, oh, this is the, okay, maybe 80? I guess it's okay that it's not perfect. Cool. Wow. I did not actually think that that would go so relatively smoothly. So Tripsy12 asks, D3, is it something like GreenSock? No. I mean, they're a little bit similar. So GreenSock is an animation library. From my limited experiences with it, like, it's a really powerful animation library. So D3 is a library and a set of tools essentially for doing data visualizations. And so it does have a whole module on animations, and it's called D3 Transitions. But it also has a lot of other things that helps create visualizations and helps make creating visualizations a lot easier. One of those, like, and then that might be like drawing axes, or like helping you calculate the XY positions of like the data given a certain layout. Like, why going for it instead of CSS3? Like, why going for D3 instead of CSS3 to, because CSS3 would be to style it. So D3 isn't as much for styling it as it is for calculating like radii of things, or calculating X and Y positions, or it helps calculate like colors. So D3 is more I like to think of it kind of like as a utility library to translate raw data into screen space. So that's what I use it for. And yeah. So let's see. Okay, yeah, so I think that's what I needed to do to create that category. And then later on, I'll just like update the styling of this one. Yeah, I'll just update the styling of this. So that like I can see, yeah, I'll update the input styling. And so to do this, yeah, so this focus event, and which starts the category, and then here just a pushing in this new category, and that's what gets it rendering right there. So how many years of experience? So in terms of D3, I have 5 years of experience. So I started in August of 2012, and D3 itself was launched spring of 2011. Tripsy12, thank you so much for following. And then React, I have, I guess, 3 years, because I started in 2014, and I think it was launched 2013, right? So and I use this pretty much in daily in my work. So yeah, and then overall, I guess coding like 6 years, 6.5 maybe. Yeah, I guess 7, including when I was studying CS in undergrad. So, and yeah, okay. Add on focus, add a temporary add a temporary category circle. Yeah, isn't the cat gif so cute? I love it. It makes me really happy when somebody follows, because that cat animation is so cute. It's chasing like a little heart. And Gypsy12, just in this like very narrow niche of like data visualization, and then I really actually like when I started, I was like a little bit hesitant to go into this niche of data visualization. So I got into it because of D3, but I've really been enjoying it since, because I think it's really fun. Because data visualization, I feel as a practice, I think a lot of it has been about the design of it, and like, and so not in an interactive browser, but rather like, I think infographics was so popular a few years back, and I think and then even before then, like I think there's like some decades of like research and like academia that's gone into data, like the design and practice of, like, basically the practice of designing a visualization. And I think what makes me really, what's really interesting to me is because some of like my training is as a front end developer, I find it really interesting to apply that sort of background, so like kind of like the UI dev experiences, and seeing how far I can take the data visualization with, by coupling kind of like these UI and app best practices. And then oh, there's a lot of Caps was here. Hi. Yeah, so I started at 7:30 to get today. Like I'm like trying out different times. And which reminds me, thank you, because I think I should be going on a bit of a break soon. Or I might just trudge through, because there's another thing I want to finish before I call it a day. And then as for TroopZ12, can you show us examples of data visualization? Yeah, so NavCats has a great point. The D3 project has a lot of examples. And then I have some examples of my work on my Twitch. Like if you just go down a little bit in my profile. But yeah, thank you so much for sharing that, NavCats. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I was committing this. I did commit this. Okay, so the final thing I want to get this working is so when I escape code, I think that's 27. So ASCII for escape is 27. Key code is 27. Okay, ASCII. Yes. So in this case, if hard code is equal to escape, so if the user focuses out, that probably means they want to clear it. So that one, I think I can just do event.target.value is equal to a, and that should clear out the input itself. And plus what I want to do is set category being added to null, and that will delete this little category bubble right here. Let's see. So blah blah blah. Huh. Let's see. Console.log event.hardcode. So oh, my escape character doesn't work. Wait, really? What? Whoa, this is weird. My escape doesn't work. Or rather, it's not being registered? Really? Am I tripping? I knew Windows 10. Okay, if that's the case, then I guess I'm gonna do it the other way, which is I'm gonna just do an on blur. So on blur this dot clear category. So this dot clear category is equal to and event. So this one, I think I should be able to, event.target.value is equal to just a string, and then this dot set state category being added being null. Andrew says, are control codes handled differently maybe? Yeah, I don't know. But it wasn't even being registered. Like when I was console logging, like it wasn't even showing up as a console log. But it's okay because I think the blur, like the focus out would probably help. Oh, Troopsy says it's too late here. Good luck and have fun. Thank you for joining. Hopefully I'll see you next time. And then, so here, let's do this. And then if I focus out, cool. Yeah. Oh, this is kind of fun. It's kind of fun. Is it fun? Actually, I feel very accomplished right now, weirdly. Yeah, so I think if I, wow. Wait, how else do you guys escape out of an input form? Has it been too long since I've built like an input form? Oh my god. How do you escape out of it? Okay. Anyways, I'll figure this out later. I'll also push it up in a bit so you guys can play with it. So the last thing, so clear category was really easy. Yeah, it's just this little bit, set it to null, and then it will disappear. So clear category, so implement clear category in app.js. It's not usually a thing, like hitting escape to get out of an input form? Really? Okay. Huh. I guess I'm tripping. And then finally here I need to change this a bit because I don't actually need to create this one. I just have to say our category. So actually, so our category is this dot props that, or this dot state that category being added, and then actually, so object dot assign and so and this one update the name to the current value, and then push that new category into the categories so that it can be added in. And then it's important for me to use the category being added because that one already has the correct X and Y position so that it will do the right animation of going from here down to here. And then it's also important for me to erase category being added. So that should work Like, I don't remember really escaping out, just deleting the text or whatever. I don't know, shrug. Yeah, I don't know either. Shrug. Oh, this is equal to this last state. But I guess either way, that clears it. And that should make sense as a interaction, right? Okay, so parking. No, it did not work. Oh, look at that. Okay. This is a little bit hacky, but it did work. It did get added. The only thing is that it remained up here because I still have the x. That old one still has the fx and fy. But now I want to set them to null because I don't want them to be fixed up here anymore. I want them to fall down to here. Ogborg, how were you detecting the escape key? I was just trying to detect it with the car code, so I basically did the same thing as enter code. I swear I used to do this and it worked, because that's why I remember enter code as 13 and the escape code to be 27. I don't know. It's been at least a year and a half since I've implemented a input form, I think. So, okay. So now, hopefully this works. Okay, enter. Oh! Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that? Oh! Oh, I'm using on-key press. Oh, is that... Shouldn't on-key press be working also? Yeah, okay, so I did forget to do this, which is I probably should... I probably should also... After that's successful, woo! Oh, interesting. Okay, so thank you, Ogbog. So apparently I cannot use key press, and I need to use key up or key down. Weird. Oh. Huh. Okay. Super weird. Is there... I guess that one didn't really say what the reason was. Oh, thank you. So this is how to detect escape key press and React and how to handle it. Okay. So on active. Oh, so that's a... okay, so that's something that they've defined themselves. So everybody says on key down. Okay. I might change that, yeah. Okay, let me finish this and I'll update that really quick. Thank you, Ogbog. Okay, I need to event.target.value is equal to empty so that it clears it. And then how do I react programmatically blur input? So like how to focus out of input. Huh. So these are... Huh. Okay, I will try those later. But for now, we can do parking. Yay! Okay, that makes me very happy. So, parking. Okay. So, do I want want to do I want to try that? What's the HTML focus out? You know, JavaScript focus out. What's the difference between focus out and focus? Is that a blur? Is that a blur event I can call, or a function I can call? I don't know. Nubcast says, do it again, I missed it. Okay, I will do it again. Let's say groceries. Yay! Oh, that makes me so happy. Although this tiny little, like, rotating thing afterwards does not make me happy. I'll have to figure that out later. Yeah. Okay. Are they gonna keep spinning forever? Because that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's a feature, not a bug. It's just because, like, I think the force, actually, yeah, I think the force of that, like, coming down and hitting them, like, makes them spin. I think, like, yeah, 4+ is, like, the magic number that makes them spin. Parking. Oh, that worked. Dot blur worked. Wow. Fidget spinners for the win. Oh, I need to change that Nightbot command. Wow, yeah, that worked better than I expected. Okay, so yeah, okay. So this is set. So this is take the value. Okay, and then yeah, clear out the input form on successful submit. And then commit this. So that's all that took. Just adding that category being added into categories, and then clearing out category being added, and then clearing out the form. Add category submit. That was fun. This makes me really happy. This makes me really, really happy. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and then I'm gonna really quick try the var escape code is equal to 27 if event.hardcode is equal to escape code. So I kind of want the, I like the escape key working. So else if, and then also I can make it blur, and then here use on key down. Dude, yeah, no, but Andrew says you are making me feel bad about my Git discipline. Yeah, so when I started coding, I had a mentor that was like really, really like strict about how often I commit, or like how I commit my Git, like do it in the smallest unit possible. So I've kept with that, but I'm not good at like good commit messages. Like I think he was not strict enough for me to have good Git commit messages. Because I was like, oh, that's too much work. Nope. Really? Huh. Yeah, the escape key. Oh, there we go. Yay, so that's being. So why aren't you working here? Okay, let me not have the on blur anymore. Okay, so okay. So, oops, damn it. Show console drawer. Okay, escape. Escape code is 27, event.carcode. What? Whoa! Event.carcode, why is it 0? Oh. What's the difference between car code and key code? I didn't know there was a difference. Okay, so I'll use key code here. I guess I'll also use key code here because that should be 13 still. I did not know that there was a difference. I know something new. Cool! Yes! Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you, Ogbog. Ogbog. Okay, so clear category. I don't need that. Beautiful. Clear category, use escape, use key down and escape car instead. Okay. Oh, car code, but it's not a character. Good point. Thank you, Andrew. Also, Ogbog. That's such a cute. What is that? Grimmy happy. Thank you. I'm very happy right now. Okay, I'm gonna. Should I push this up right now, or because I was going to add a little delete icon. I was planning to go until 9:30 today, but I also want to get the delete working. I just realized I didn't prepare a delete icon. So you know what? I will ooh, I have a subscription to the Noun project. By the way, I have way too many subscriptions to way too many things. Delete. Yeah, I guess I'll get one of these icons later. I guess for now, I'll just... So the idea is I want to be able to drag these categories around, and then, but the only thing I can do with a category is to drag it over a delete button, which I think I'll put right here, and then delete it. Yeah, I think that's all I wanted to do. Graphics, the most difficult development of all. Graphics? Yeah, so let's think about what I need to do. Okay. Actually, probably a good thing for me to take a few minute break and then pace around, think about this a little bit, and then come back. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna take a 5-minute break and I'll be back, and we'll see how much I get done in 15 minutes. I might go over a tiny bit, but the hardest part of a lot of things is have appropriate art assets. Yes, agreed. Okay, so I will be back in 5 minutes, 9:15. Okay. BRB. back. Okay, so I've thought it through. Oh, by the way, I've pushed up the changes. So it should now. Oh, oops. So my boyfriend is playing Tetris, and apparently he's really good at it. So it's been like an hour and a half or something, and I just heard him say "fuck." So I think that means that he might have lost after like an hour and a half of endless mode or something like that. But anyways, I pushed it up. So then now, if you care to, you can play with that same interaction that I just made. Yay! Okay, it just makes me really happy. Anyways, okay, so I've thought it through. I think I need to make a specifically an element in category.js for deleting the deleting icon, and then the dragging should actually be just very similar to the dragging of the expenses. So hopefully it won't take too long, which could be one of those famous last words. Okay, so this dot delete icon is equal to this dot container dot append I'll make it a circle for now, and then I'll put in one of the icons. Oh, okay. Append a circle. I'm gonna just Napcats, hopefully it won't be too long. I hope so, Napcats. Andrew says, is your freelance work all database, or do you do front-end dev and or design stuff too? No, I'm very clear that I only take on data visualization work because I enjoy it much more than front-end dev. Yeah, so I think just thinking through, like, I think what I enjoy, part of what I enjoy is definitely the coding part and the technical implementation, and like thinking about how to make it work, and that's really fun. But the other half that I really enjoy is like thinking through the data and then trying to figure out how to represent that data. So that's the design aspect that I find really fun. I don't think so I feel like for front end, like when it comes to design, I think it's like, I guess it's a lot more product oriented. And I think I'm not as product oriented as I am. Like I definitely like thinking through user flows and user interactions. But I don't think I care as much about that next step of productizing it. So that's why like visualizations for me are super fun, because I gain a lot of my enjoyment from just digging through the data and finding out interesting things about it. What's the green thing to my right? I guess it's not really, it's not really in frame, huh? This is my green thing to my right. It's, oh no, thank you, Andrew, for asking that question. So this is the Android robot, aka Nuptup. His full name is Nuptup Walla Walla Woo, which please don't ask me this time around why that's his name, because it's a very long story, but I love him very, very much. My boyfriend gave it to me for like one of our Christmases or birthdays or something like that, and I think that whole naming thing is very true, because as soon as I named him, I became very, very attached to him. Yeah, so that's I know, right? It's a very cute, like, look at these tiny little like limbs. So I have like, I have like random like stuffed things that people have given me, like this one. She also has a name, and it's Walona. Also kind of a long reason why it's a really random name. But yeah, I have like random stuffed animals just laying around on my around my desk to make me happy. I also have both Harry and Snape, and I like making them glare at each other. I think they're very cute. Yeah, just like random cute things on my desk. Anyways, yeah, it's a very cute fat cuddly android robot. And then I think he got it from the Google shop, like the Google, I guess there's like a shop on campus, like on the Google campus, and he asked like his friend to get it for me. I don't actually know, you could probably get it online, I don't know. Anyways, so I'm gonna magic number it again. Oh, I need to remember all the places that I use magic numbers and like go back and fix them. But I guess I will just put it like right here, that icon right here. So that's width divided by 2. This dot props dot width divide by 2, and then dot adder cy randomly 100 dot adder. Oh, I need a dot add dot here. Dot adder radius. Let's make it 30 just so we can see it. And then normally have it be hidden until we start dragging. And then so for the dragging, I'm just gonna like be lazy and just copy and paste over the drag code from expenses. Let's see. And also then I think I need to create, D3 drag. And then finally I need to call that on the categories. Let's see, so I want to call it when you, there we go, dot call drag. Yes, and then actually let's see. Let's delete you and delete you for now. Yeah. Probably don't need you. I don't need you. Oh, although I do need to set drag. I think, oh yeah, I need this part. So I do need to, where did I do that? Component will mount, I'll just do it in constructor. So I do need to tell drag what to do on start, drag, and end. So these are the functions I'm using. Oh, and I need to make sure that each of them have the right this context bound to them. So for that matter, I should probably just copy and paste these over. And so now you should be able to be like, so this should just get it to, oh God. Why? That's horrendous. Why do you do that? Why is this so smooth? And then, oh, I forgot to show you earlier, but when you drag it into a different day, it changes the background colors because it changes the scale. Yeah, so that made me a bit happy too. So that was something I did last week. But why do you do that? Do you guys see that on the stream? For expenses, where do I put you? That call drag. Yeah, so I put you on the circle. Why? Why? It's kind of fun though. Okay. I will try and figure that out later. Why it's flickering so hard. For now, so on drag start, I want the icon to appear. So this dot delete icon dot adder dot style display. That was not display. Block, I guess. And then correspondingly on drag end, make it disappear again. Cool. Okay, so that's eventually going to be the delete icon. So I guess I should actually up here be like var delete icon y is equal to 100 maybe. Maybe 120, 50. Oh no, there are Twitch ads? What? Oh, can you guys tell that I don't watch too many streams? Though I do put them on in the background. But when I do put them on in the background, I don't think I've really seen that many ads. So let's see, CY delete icon Y. Oh, they load if you pause. No! Okay, that's why I've never seen them. I do see them when I start a video. I start watching a video, but I see. I just let them run in the background. Okay. So yes, okay, so now they should appear cool when I'm dragging and then disappear when I let go. Cool. And then now I should just be able to, why? Okay. And now in drag expense, I should just be able to say test if dragged over the delete icon. So so if let me see what I said in expenses. Yeah. Okay, so var, let me get if d3.event.x. So okay, so basically var category x is equal to that, and category y is equal to that. Is it just too big? So okay, if this dot props dot width divided by 2. Okay, let me do this. Var delete icon x is equal to, oh no, I can't do that because I don't know props. Okay, so let me just do this dot props dot width divided by 2 minus var delete icon size is equal to 30 maybe, radius no size. Let's just say it's 30. Divide by 3 and divide by 2. And then, you know what, I'm going to call it radius. Radius. Can't stop farting. Hello. Thank you for joining. Okay, so minus delete icon radius. If that's less than my category X, and if category X is less than this dot props dot width divide by 2 plus delete icon radius, and this dot, and then let's take care of the Y's. Let's see, delete icon Y. Minus delete icon radius is less than category Y, and delete icon Y plus delete icon radius is less than, wait, hold on, and then category Y is less than that. Okay. Wow. Then let's see. Then we wanna delete it. Actually, I should be doing this on drag in because I only care about if we drag over the icon, if we let go. So do that on drag end, and then just basically say this dot props that delete category, and then I guess pass over the category in question, which should be d3.event.subject. So this is the data object for the category in question. Oh. Okay. So var category X is equal to d3.event.x, and then var category Y is equal to d3.event.y. And then, oh man, I'm over time. Okay. Okay, and then let me add a delete category, and then that's the category that's been passed up, and then this dot delete category is equal to this, and then bind the right context, and then pass that in. Delete category is equal to this dot delete category, and then pass that into the children as props. And then now let's see what I get when I do that. Let's see if that works. Wow. Oh, I think. Woohoo! Okay, so that's the thing that I want to delete. So if I just do in app.js, var categories is equal to, let's see, dot with underscore without this, so the one I want to be deleting it from this dot state dot categories, and the thing I want to delete is category. This dot set state categories, and that should just work, hopefully. Nope. Let's see why. So let's see. Oh. Okay. So it's not, so let's do this. Filter this dot state dot categories, and then only keep the ones that don't match, whose d dot name does not match the category name. Huh. Oh, I guess I didn't go over that. Yay! Okay, so that worked. Okay, so restaurants to bring it back, maybe a parking. Feel pretty happy with what I've gotten done today. Oh man, pretty happy. Yeah, so I guess what's left, Navcats missed it again. Okay, I'll do it again. I'll add in parking, and then I need to figure out why it's like so reluctant to go up there. But yeah, there we go. Elmaro looks nice. Thank you so much. Yeah. how are you missing all of the, like every single one of them? But yeah, I think that's it for today. So I guess let's see what I have left to do. Thank you so much for joining, Navcats. Okay, so I think what I need to do that's left is figure out why this is twitching so intensely. Get a proper delete icon, and then stylize the add category. Wow, that's a lot. And then it will be ready. Maybe I'll do like a random 1 hour thing tomorrow, just to finish everything up. Yeah, so be on the lookout for that. I might just randomly stream a bit tomorrow afternoon while I'm working on this. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, basically, I worked really hard to put little circles into holes and delete them. And it makes me quite happy. Okay. And then now I will commit this. Yeah, I'm pretty much done. Oh, thank you, Matt DeRay, for... Yeah, thank you for joining. Okay, let me commit this, and then I guess I'm done for the night. Let's see. Drag to delete category. Yeah, so I tried to stream, so Trump88, thank you so much for following. Yeah, I might stream a tiny bit tomorrow, but that one is just basically me finishing up the things that I said I would, so it might just be me like tweaking things, if you're interested in that, like just basically like the looks of everything. And then I I usually stream Monday 7:30 p.m. PST, but I have some conferences coming up that I need to travel for, so I cannot do next Monday. I actually might not be able to do the next few Mondays because I just happen to be like traveling exactly at that time. So I might try to stream at other times to make up for it. But when I'm overseas, I won't have my setup. So I might not be able to. But I'll figure that out. And then I'll post something about it. But thank you so much, everybody, for joining, and I will push up the changes from today, and so that you can find it on that link. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye bye.